What is up, you guys? Max back here with another video. In this video, I'm going to be breaking down to you every single option that's new on the 2022 CA Corvette, every option that you could not get on the 2021 or the 2020 Corvette. I'm going to be breaking that down in this video. Recently on the Chevrolet website, it allows people to build their 2022 CA Corvette, and it really gives us a chance to visualize some of the new options, and I wanted to show that and share that with you guys today. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So talking about what's new with the 2022 model year, we can't not talk about the C8 Racing Edition models. Basically, to describe this as simple as possible, it's basically a pre-spec'd car. It looks just like the Racing Edition C8, and it's going to be head turner on the road. These are very limited cars. I believe it's $1,000 per car. You can get it in this accelerant yellow with the gray stripes, or you can get it with the Hypersonic Gray with yellow stripes, or you can get the car in white. I do think it's $1,000 per, and you're going to have to be pretty far up your dealer's list to get your hands on this or have some sort of a connection. And I already mentioned this, but it's pre-spec'd. It's very expensive because you can only get it in the 3LT. That's the only option you can get. So pretty expensive. I don't know if I would necessarily go with this if I had the option to do so, but it will be a head turner. It will be something very cool. It has a coolness factor that a car that you would build, that anyone can build, it wouldn't really have. So definitely kind of cool. Wanted to show that to you guys first before I get into the other options like colors and things like that, but that's that. Alright, you guys, now let's talk about all the new colors for 2022. And a while ago I made a video talking about all of the new colors, all three of them, and the colors that they replace, so you guys can check that out if you want. But real quick, I will talk about all the new colors we have. So the first one is Hypersonic Gray. You guys can see it on the screen. It's a very cool color. It replaced Shadow Gray, which was a very dark gray. It kind of looked almost like a black. It had a little bit of a green tint to it. A very cool color, but I definitely like this a lot more. It's a lighter gray. It stands out a little more. So in my opinion, this is definitely a good replacement and looks pretty cool. Next up, we have a color called Caffeine Metallic, which is a weird color. It's a very dark, almost like a brownish red. I'm not sure how this is going to sell because it doesn't really stand out too much, and I feel like someone who's going to buy a CA Corvette does want to stand out. It replaced Zeus Bronze, which I really did like, but that color didn't sell too well itself, so I don't think this is much of an upgrade from that previous color, but at the same time, we will see how it sells in this coming model year. So, in my opinion, a downgrade. Next up, we have Amplify Orange Tin Coat, which is another bright orange. It's replacing Sebring Orange, which was also, like I said, a bright orange. I think both will look alright. I wasn't in love with the other color, and I'm probably not going to be in love with this one. Not a huge fan of orange. I'm not against it at all. I think it does look alright, but I think they're both bright orange colors. I don't think it's going to be a big deal, although some people that placed an order for the Sebring Orange might be a little bit upset because they just slightly changed the color of orange. Not sure why they actually did that. I know they want to mix things up, so who knows, but I think it's not going to matter in the end, and both cars are going to sell probably similar, so it doesn't really matter to me. But let me know what you guys think about this color in the comments below. Now, this next option hasn't been talked about too much, but it's this low profile rear spoiler and front splitter, and it kind of reminds me of the Z51 rear spoiler because it is very small. It is low profile like the name says, and you guys can see this is what it looks like when it is on. Now I'm going to uncheck it, and then you guys can see what it looks like when it's off. So it looks like it does need something, and then when you add that there for $595, half the price of the high wing spoiler, definitely think that's a good deal, and it gives you a little bit of a little bit of flare back there, but nothing too crazy, and something up front as well. So you guys can see this is what it looks like from the back. Definitely adds a little something. I do like this a lot, and I'm super glad GM added this to the option list. I think a lot of people are going to go with this that do not opt for the Z51 package and don't want that quote-unquote obnoxious high-wing spoiler. Also, I know we're supposed to get an exposed carbon high-wing spoiler. Not sure if that's the option that I have selected right now, this carbon flash metallic, but I know we had this last year and the year before, so I don't think that it's this. However, they may be making this, the option that I've selected, the one with the exposed carbon, so not sure about that. Maybe we'll get that later, but as far as on this configurator, it doesn't look like we have that option right now, and you can't really zoom in, you can't really see it too well, so not sure about that. That's the only option I'm not too sure about that I know was rumored, so that's that. So those are all the new options you can get with the 2022 CA Corvette. Definitely some cool stuff. You don't expect too much because it is just the 2022 model year. This isn't a new generation. This is just still within the 8th generation Corvette. Just another year, got some colors and some other cool options, so I think GM did a good job on this one, and I think a lot of people are going to pick some of the new options. But I know there's been some price changes, so maybe in the future I'll make a video talking about what is the best bang for your buck and how people should spec out their cars depending on what they're trying to do. I'll give my opinion on that. But as far as this video, that's going to be it. I would really appreciate it if you guys liked and subscribed if you did enjoy. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.